Hi everyone, hope you are doing well. In this video, I'm going to show you a daily wear soft glam makeup routine that will take you merely 10 to 15 minutes. So from the skin prep till the final look, please stay tuned. First of all, I'm going to prep my skin because no matter how beautiful makeup you put on your face, if your skin doesn't look healthy or is not healthy from within, any makeup would not look flawless on your skin. First step that I'm going to do is putting toner on my face. This is from Simple brand. This is a very calming and cooling toner for summer especially. It's a very good quality toner that will take care of your pores, also makes your skin look very healthy. It's a good choice for the summer and monsoon time. So people who have oily skin, dry skin, or normal to combination skin, this particular toner is from all skin type. The next step that I'm going to use is moisturizer. It is from Innisfree. You can see how runny the texture is, which is good for the summertime, doesn't feel very heavy. Also little goes a long way. So you can take a very little bit of this moisturizer and it will cover up your entire face and neck, and it will going to last you a very longer period of time. I'm not using any serum right now because I feel like serums are full of potent ingredients, so it is not safe to use in the morning time. I usually skip serums in the morning. I usually use all the serums in the night time, so I'm skipping the step. If you want to use any serums such as hyaluronic acid or niacinamide, you can definitely use them because these are comparably non-potent or less potent serum. So yes, these are safe to use before you use moisturizer on your face at the daytime. However, now I'm using the sunscreen which is from Pilgrim. You can see it also has a very beautiful runny kind of texture, fluid like texture you can say. It is also very lightweight on the skin, doesn't feel heavy. It has a good sun protection factor. It melts into the skin really well, doesn't leave any white cast on the face, which is a great plus point. The only problem I face with this particular sunscreen is that it stings my eyes, which I don't really like. So people having sensitive skin may not like it. I would definitely not recommend it for them. So you can try some other sunscreens. I have a video on sunscreens particularly for all skin type. You can definitely check them out. This sunscreen is a good sunscreen but without that particular con. However, my skincare is done. We will definitely now go for the foundation application. As you can see, I have prepped my skin really well. The first thing I'm going to do is putting foundation on my face, and the foundation that I'm going to use here is from FlowerBeauty in the shade Porcelain. The shade perfectly matches my skin tone. Honestly, choosing the correct foundation shade takes the front seat always, because no matter how good the formula is, no matter how um, good the staying power is, if you don't choose the correct foundation shade, it is not going to look seamless or effortless on your skin. So it is very important to choose the correct foundation shade. However, coming to this particular foundation, it gives you a beautiful dewy finish. It also settles into the skin really well, but takes a little bit to get settled down into your skin. That's kind of considerable. It oxidizes a little bit after 1.5 or 2 hours, and that kind of looks really natural on my face, I feel. So I don't mind it actually. However, this particular foundation is a typical summery foundation. I don't feel it's an appropriate one to use in the winter time because it feels a little bit drying on my skin, as I belong to the dry skin or combination skin, especially in winter. It is not going to be my favorite foundation to use on that period of time. So I usually use this foundation in the summer and monsoon. As you can see, it blends seamlessly into the skin. I'm using a blender to blend the entire foundation into my skin. The only prerequisite is you have to wet the blender with some water or the setting spray. and that's it. It will make your work done effortlessly. However, this is a great foundation. You can definitely check this out. After the foundation, the product I'm going to use is the loose powder. This one is from Pack Cosmetics. I'm using the mini version. They come up with the bigger one as well. You can try that as well. So this particular product is a loose powder. It's a very finely manufactured one. It doesn't feel cakey or very drying. Usually dry skin people try to avoid powdery product like me. I have dry to combination skin. I'm not very fond of powdery product, but in case of summer and monsoon, powder or loose powder especially is an essential one to set the base makeup, because we all tend to sweat a little bit. So yes, this is an essential one. However, if you have particular areas on your face where you tend to sweat the most, you can apply this loose powder on those particular areas only. As I tend to sweat from all over my face, that's why I'm spreading this powder lightly on all over my face. It's a beautiful powder. I feel like it controls the sweat really well. Also, it doesn't give me that wheatish effect that most of the powders give to me. It's a beautiful and a good quality powder overall. You can check them out. Just after setting my base, I'm going to contour my eyes. This gives a hooded eye really beautiful look. And the bronzer that I'm going to use is from Sugar Cosmetics. It has a beautiful cool toned brown color that kind of defines the eyes. The brush that I'm going to use in this case is only the blending brush. This blends the entire eyeshadow really well. It is a cool brown color. As you can see, you have to blend to make it look seamless. This particular bronzer color has impressed me a lot. I personally feel like most of the neutral eyeshadows kind of looks pinkish on my skin. I don't know why it happens, or it just happens with me. So I have finally settled for this particular bronzer, and I really like this color because it just feels like it gives me that beautiful naturally contouring line on my eyelid. So I have used this particular bronzer a lot of times. Most of the time I use this particular one, and I don't use eyeshadows that much. So yeah, this is my kind of go-to eyeshadow, you can say. You just have to go with the light hands. You have to blend it with patience, because it's very important. You know, blending is the key. No matter what colors you are putting on your eyes, or whichever eyeshadow you are putting on your eyes, you have to blend them really well. You have to blend the corner, you have to blend that entire harsh line on the eyes, so that it may look seamless, and it will give you that no makeup look. This particular color is a beautiful one. This is going to suit fair to medium to the deeper skin tone really well. This is a beautiful eyeshadow color. This can be your best friend on a go-to basis. I'm using a transition shade after using the darker one, because if you use a lighter or transitional shade after using the darker one, it will kind of melts or dilutes the darker or harsh line on your eyelid. That will make you look very seamless. I'm using a lighter shimmery eyeshadow in the middle of my eyelid. It will kind of give you a broader eyes effect. It's a beautiful color. It's like a champagne gold sort of color. And after using it, I'm blending it with that same blending brush. It's an optional one. You can leave it to those two eyeshadow colors, or you can put this kind of shimmery shades on your eyes. So yes, the palette that I'm using is Nika. The lighter shade and the shimmery shade I have used from this particular palette. It's a good eyeshadow palette. It also has some neutral eyeshadows, but as I said, all of them looks kind of pinkish on my skin tone. I don't really know why it happens, but It just kind of happens to me. So I have just taken the transitional color and the shimmer shade from this particular palette, but the main shade that I'm going to put on my eyelid, this is a bronzer that is from Sugar, as you can see. However, on the other eye, I'm using the same color, the same eyeshadow, and blending it all over my eyelid, especially in the outer corner and the upper lid. Especially blending is the key, because no matter how good the eyeshadow is, if you don't blend it properly, it will not look nice. It will look very patchy, or something that you have put up on your lid kind of look. It will not give you that seamless finish. So it's very, very important. The transitional color that I'm using is this one from Nykaa palette. This is going to immediately melt the harsh line on the lid. That will look very, very seamless and kind of no makeup look. It's a beautiful color. And also this palette is very nice. Also, it's a very affordable palette. You can buy it. There are few shades available out there, but the quality of this palette is really, really good. It blends really well. If you are using any blending brush, I'm telling you, these are the shades that will blend like butter. This is a great, great quality palette. The same shimmery shade I'm going to apply in the middle of my lid. This will create an open eye illusion. It's a beautiful color as well. It's a champagne gold sort of color. Little pinkish hue there is in this particular color. I'm going to blend the shimmery eyeshadow and the contouring shade as well after this, because it will look more natural after blending everything all together. As you can see, both eyes are looking the same. You can leave it here, but yes, after all this, I'm definitely going to apply the eyeliner. I don't use any eyebrow product, because on a daily basis I don't use that. So yes, there is a lipstick that is an very, very important part of my daily wear makeup. If I don't use anything, I use just the lipstick. This particular lipstick is from Mars Cosmetics. It's a great shade. It's a terracotta, warm brown kind of shades. This is the kind of color that I use most of the time. The lipsticks that I own, most of them are in terracotta, warm brown or burnt orange shade. This shade I will be mentioning in the description. Must check that out. This is a beautiful shade. I think the camera is not justifying the shade. It's a beautiful burnt orange terracotta kind of shade. It immediately lightens up your entire face. It's a beautiful, beautiful shade. You can try this. So yeah, here is the final look of the makeup that I have shown you. I have just curled up my hair. As you can see, I have applied the eyeliner. You can totally skip it if you don't want to apply the eyeliner. That is perfectly alright. This will look more natural actually. I have done the curling with a straightener. This will take you merely 5 to 10 minutes, and that's all. I hope you have liked this entire look. Please do like, share and subscribe. We'll see you very soon. Tata.